Okay. Okay, it says it's screening.
Okay, great. Well, good evening and thank you, planning board staff, planning board members, for being here this evening for the work session. Let's see. I wanted to ask Maria about the minutes. How are we
Yeah.
doing with minutes?
Okay, so usually what I do after I do, can you hear me?
A little faint, but
Okay, all right, because I had a little problem on my end. All right, so when I do the minutes, I also send them to Nakechi to scrub them, make sure. So I've sent her some of them. I hope to have hard copies tomorrow for you.
okay. So would those be September and October, or would
Yes,
that September and
September and
October?
October.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. And if you could just let me know when you've done that so I can send a text out to everybody so that they
Perfect.
know to check their email.
Okay,
Okay, great. Let's see. Let's see, Lucas, if you could walk us through the 27 Beach Street.
Okay. So this is just a continuation of the public hearing from last month.
Hmm.
And the applicant just has revised materials to continue that conversation.
Okay. All right. All right. We're going to move for the work session 55 Pondfield to the end. So because I've recused myself, so I'm going to drop off when we get to there.
The next item is a new item, 136 East 3rd Street. This is a very simple matter. It's just a special permit application. Basically, it's a car repair garage
Hmm.
and those require special permits. They haven't been in operation for some time, so special permit has expired. Now they have a site plan. The site plan just shows the installation of one of those lifts that lifts your car up so someone can fix it. That
Hmm.
is really the only thing on the plans. And as a result, they're not applying for a site plan approval. They don't need one. They are just applying for a special permit.
Okay.
So this should be pretty simple application.
Okay.
Then the next one is 408 South 7th Avenue. This is a townhouse project. This is something that I presented to you several months ago as a concept plan presentation.
Okay.
So
Remember.
the applicant was listening to the feedback. Now they're coming in to make with the formal application.
Okay. And how many units? Because I remember before that it
It was
was
like three properties, right?
Well, it's one lot. It's like a big square, and I believe it was about 6 townhomes across the front of the square, and then the back of the square is the common shared rear yard.
right. I think originally they were more proposing more, and I think that we had talked about a lower amount. So I think that six is probably um the number that we had talked about because for some reason I thought it was either at 8 or 10 before.
Oh, so you know what? When I gave that presentation to you, that concept plan presentation, there were actually multiple projects in that presentation. There was
Right,
Okay.
another one at 113 Franklin Avenue. That was a bigger project. That had more.
right,
Okay.
right.
It was two
Okay.
rows. Yeah, that's not what they're bringing forward. This is one of the smaller ones. It was just townhomes on the front
Okay.
with shared rear yard.
Okay. And then the parking was in the rear. Is that
Yeah, well, each townhome had its own garage space. I mean, the applicant will walk you through everything, but yeah, it's fully zoning compliant.
hmm
So it has like the garage spaces for the people who live there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I have a number of things, if I may, regarding this project.
Hmm.
Um, One, the EAF mapper stated that it's a remediation site. So I would maybe request the applicant to provide
Hmm.
details regarding that. And,
Absolutely.
al and also request some supplemental information from the applicant regarding the zoning table. Townhomes has a special bulk requirements dimensional requirements found in section 26738, sorry. 26718B. So the zoning table on the site plans, building coverage permitted is 50%. And I think on the site plans, it mentioned that 60% is permitted.
Mhm.
So if that could be corrected, and then if they can also put their proposed building coverage. Also with impervious surfaces, 80% is permitted. 100% was proposed.
Mm.
Building height feet, 35 feet are permitted. 40 feet is proposed. And
Okay.
building height stories, 3 stories are permitted and 4 stories are proposed. So just from a legal standpoint, I'm wondering, whether variances are needed. If they can just provide some supplemental information, it would be helpful in our review.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess there's a concern in that what you've just indicated to us, if they're looking for 100% coverage, if they're looking for an additional story, and if they're looking for additional, 5 feet, that would be required in order for them to move forward with this particular application. And it seems like variances, probably would be required. So yeah, that's definitely something that we have to discuss with them.
Well, the plan examiner takes care of that. The plan examiner identifies the variances. So the plan examiner report is what we go off of to send them to the zoning board of appeals. So
Right, but in this,
that
but in this,
wasn't
but in
flagged
this
by the-
instance, if we're talking about 4 stories, I'm not quite understanding how 4 stories would be something that would be compliant without a variance in the plan examiner's report. So do we have a copy of the plan examiner's report for that?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
That's your ticket in. You can't go to any board unless you produce a plan examiner report. That's the ticket. You can't.
Yeah, so
Do
I
not
guess
admit
what,
you without that.
right, so I guess what I'm asking, Lucas, is in terms of the plan examiner's report has no issue with 4 stories?
I have to pull the plans up. I don't have them in front of me.
Well, what I can say is procedurally, well, this is not fatal. This, if it needed to go to the zoning board, it could get to the zoning board 2 ways. One would be the plan examiner, and 2, the planning board has the authority to refer the application to the zoning board directly if variances are needed for the application. So we'll
All
just
right.
get a little
Look,
more information from
yeah,
the
Lucas,
applicant.
if you could do me a favor, if you could email over the plan examiner's report, if you have it, I would appreciate it so I can look at it.
Yeah, no problem. And just for future awareness, we are going to be, we're in the process of upgrading the OpenGov system. So these are things that I can give you a login and you can go in and look at these anytime you like. Everything with the record will now be on OpenGov going forward 100%. Nothing is stored in the file that is not on OpenGov.
Okay.
So that's just an FYI for you. In the future, anytime you're ready, let me know and I can get you into the system and you can look at everything you want anytime you want.
Okay.
So question, based upon Nikeshi's comments, if they need potential variances for height and impervious coverage, are we immediately sending it over to the zoning board, or what will be the process then?
Guys, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let me look at the plan examiner report. I have to log into
Okay.
OpenGov. I'm on my
Yeah.
home machine and
Yeah.
it's
I actually
tougher
have
to
it. I actually
Maria,
have it up. Yes,
could
I
you-
actually have, I can email
Okay.
that now. Because I'm
Yeah.
looking at it, because I do save it to my hard drive. And it
Okay,
really just indicates planning board and ARB.
there you go. That's who it goes to.
Yeah, doesn't
Okay.
say Yeah, so but I'll send this to everyone for you to take a look at. I can do that now.
Okay. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Great. So if we can go to the next item.
Okay. Oh. So that's it for the new items. However, there are some administrative items that need to be or could be added to the agenda. The first is 677 North McQuestion Parkway. At the last meeting, staff was directed to prepare a resolution. Nkechi prepared that resolution. So you can vote on it at the meeting.
All right. And that, I'm not sure if that was sent out. If not, can you please send it?
Maria did send it already.
Okay. Maria, can you do me a favor? Can you please send it again? Because I was just going through my emails and I couldn't find it. So please.
Okay, I'm sorry. What did you want me to send? Because I'm doing an email now, so I can send everything together.
On McQuestion. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, so you want to send the information on the draft resolution. Yep. Okay. We'll
Okay,
attach
thank
that.
you.
Thank you.
Let's see. Also, Lucas, are you going to talk about the concept plan for 165?
That's correct. Yeah. So I'll have a presentation. I haven't finished making it yet, but I will by tomorrow, and I can give you a presentation just about the new 165 Summit Avenue application.
Okay. Can you tell us something about it? So tomorrow when we hear it,
Sure.
it's not
Yep, I'll give you a
completely.
little bit right now. So basically, it's the same site. You know, it has that one existing house on it that you all know about. And
Right.
originally they were going to subdivide it into 3 more empty sites and then have 2 family houses in each one of those new lots. After this board voted against that, they thought, okay, well, why don't we come back with something different? So, I mean, with the RMF 6.75 zoning, I mean, there's only so much you can do with the property. So they took another crack at it. In this case, what they're showing is on the Summit side, they're still proposing a subdivision, but it would be 2 new lots instead of 3 new lots. On the Summit side, there would be a single family house, I believe. It's either a single family house or something with an ADU in it.
So the Summit side is the side that's next to the 4 family.
Right. So it's it's definitely a lower density than what was proposed. Before it was like a straight out 2 family house. This is
Okay.
I can't remember.
And so that's a single family. And so what about on the Claremont side?
That would be townhouses on the Claremont side. Consistent with
Okay. How many townhouses?
6.
How many?
6.
6?
Yep.
Okay.
What zoning allows. So I'll go through this in greater detail because I'm talking to you
Okay.
without the aid of the plan in front of me, without my notes.
Okay.
You know, because the presentation is not finished. So
Okay.
I will go over all of this zoning compliance, what was there, but what they proposed before, what they're proposing now, what's the difference in terms of number of units. I'll have all those comparisons for you.
Okay. I don't see how that decreases density, but okay.
It may not. It's what they can do.
Looking forward to hearing it.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's like I said, there's only so much you can do with RMF 6.75 zoning.
Right.
So
Well, I mean, they could have proposed single family homes over there.
they could.
I'm just typing.
Lucas, can you adjust your screen so that we can see the agenda, please?
Oh, you can. Oh, I'm sorry. Now can you see it?
Yes,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Okay. Oh, you were just looking at my wallpaper. Oh, okay. Sorry about
Yes.
that. Sorry.
All right. So yeah, I mean, they proposed a 1 family next to, on the Summit side. I mean, that's something that could have been proposed on the other side, as well to reduce density. but we'll listen to what, what's there tomorrow.
Right, yeah, this is just the facts presentation, and then you can
Yep.
let us know what you're thinking, and then the applicant will not be there. They'll be watching online.
Okay.
And then they'll just-
Mr. Chair, isn't this the same application that came before us before?
Yes, this was the one where they came before, where they were going to keep the existing four-family and they wanted to subdivide the lot and they wanted to have 3 two-family properties.
Okay, so they're back. Okay.
Right. Okay.
And then lastly, and this is completely optional, the city of Yonkers referred something to us, which they have to do if it's within 500 feet of the city line. And in this case, it was a development at 1219 Yonkers Avenue.
Mhm.
So if you're familiar with it, if you're going from Mount Vernon, you're going up the hill, there's a curve in the road. On the
Right.
right-hand side, there used to be a movie theater, and that's now long gone. It was demolished several years ago. In anticipation of this proposal, which has taken, it's still, I mean, I've been reviewing this proposal for 10 years when I was at the county.
Okay.
Many times. So now it's back. It's almost the same as what I reviewed 10 years ago or 8 years ago, whatever, at the county. But basically, it's an apartment building that would go on in that spot. I don't know. I have to check the details. Originally, it was proposed as senior housing. I don't know if that's the case now.
Okay.
But I can find out. So it's up to you if you want to discuss it at the meeting. You don't have to. There's no requirement that you do. But I wanted just to bring it to your attention.
No, yeah. I mean, if we could hear it, that would be, I think, helpful.
Okay, no problem. So I'll prepare another presentation for that. I'll just keep it brief.
Okay.
And then if you have any comments, you can direct me once I'm done. After your discussion, if you want me to draft a letter and send it to them, just
Yep.
tell me what you want and I'll just draft it and then I'll just run it by you, Mr. Chairman, one last time before it goes to the city of Yonkers.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you. And if we're going to 55 Pondfield, I'm going to drop off. Is there anything else on the agenda or is that the last item?
That's it.
Okay. Lucas, we had discussed, and I had sent an email in terms of the calendar for 2026.
Oh.
Did everybody have an opportunity to look at the schedule for the planning board meeting for 2026?
Helene's joining us now.
Okay,
I looked at it.
Okay. The dates work for everybody?
Mhm.
Okay.
Right now, yeah.
Okay. All right. So we will vote to adopt the schedule for 2026 tomorrow. Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time and energy, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow in person. Have a good rest of the meeting. Bye.
Have a good one.
bye.
All right. Bye.
Okay. So at this point, I guess we'll talk about 55 Pondfield Parkway.
Correct.
Correct. So my understanding is that this is being moved to next month. Is
Um,
that accurate or no?
So since we talked earlier this morning, we had another conversation with Corporation Counsel about it. Nkechi was the last person to speak with Corporation Counsel. So Nkechi, can you give us an update?
Yeah, generally, it's being adjourned because it appears the noticing was not done in a timely manner. We received a letter from the attorney that represents members of the community yesterday, mentioning that a couple of residents noticed that the sign was posted, I think, a day late. And they submitted a photo with a timestamp. And I think internally, there was also some information that kind of supported that. There was an affidavit that was submitted by the applicant that it was timely done. So we have some competing data, and proper notice is foundational to a board's decision. If notice is not done properly, decisions have been undone by the courts. So this is a very sensitive matter. We don't need any, it appears, we're not doing it out of an abundance of caution. It appears that, maybe things need a little more time to be posted. So it has been adjourned to the January meeting. And as it stands at that meeting, there should be a resolution for the board to consider. And the public hearing remains open. And we'll continue secret at that time. I believe Lucas has drafted the EAFs parts 2 and 3, which are available, I think, in your packets for you to consider now. But for tomorrow, 55 Pond Field will not be on the agenda. I would recommend that staff upload a revised agenda to that effect, because these things can become legal records, part of the administrative record of the case. So that's where we are.
Okay, that
And
makes
again,
sense to me. Thank you, Nkechi, for that overview. So I appreciate it. In terms of the EAF forms, just as a matter of process, could you just quickly walk through when we reconvene in January, what the board needs to do from a secret perspective with regard to this application?
Well,
would you
so
like on that?
Well, so the EAF has been drafted for you, so you don't have to go at the next meeting, you don't have to go through each question necessarily and respond verbally like you usually do. The EAF has been released for public review. So what would happen is the public hearing needs to stay open so that the public can comment on the EAF. And you can't close the public hearing until after, like if you wanted to give a negative declaration, you would do that first. And then you would close the public hearing. The application is not technically complete until seeker is complete. So in this case, you would, if you were to give it a negative declaration, you vote to do that, and then you close the public hearing, and then you take it from there. If you have a resolution to approve or deny, that would come after.
Okay. And and I just heard that a resolution is being prepared, for review and consideration. So I presume that we will have that in advance of the January meeting.
Correct.
Okay. Well, sounds pretty straightforward to me. Fellow commissioners, any questions about process with regard to this application?
No, I have none at the moment.
Yeah, it sounds pretty straightforward to me. So, I'm good.
As am I.
None at the moment. Thank you.
Great. I think Helene is on also. Did I hear?
Yeah.
She was,
No.
looks like she may have jumped off.
Okay. All right.
Let me
Well,
double check. Maybe she's trying to get back in. Hold on, let me see. Oh, geez.
I know she had a problem getting in.
No, I guess she had to go.
okay. All right. Well, no worries. I think so. I think we're good for now, and we'll wait to see the resolution. And I think we have a process, and we can go over it again during our work session prior to the January meeting.
Very good.
And as Nkechi said, which was a good point, let's make sure that we post the revised agenda so there's no confusion.
Very good.
All right. Thank you much, all.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
All right, good night.
All right. See you
Good
tomorrow.
night. See you
Yep.
tomorrow.